Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing today? All right, so pretty interesting overnight, huge move. So sometimes that's usually not good for the New York session. It's still the day after the election, so we could get some pretty wild movement. So what do we go up? Mm, we started at what about the 340, the lows last night, all the way up to the 740s. Holy goodness, 400-point move, guys. 400-point move overnight. Insane. Man, if I was able to trade that last night, I was watching a couple streamers last night, but I wasn't streaming. Let's check out the news for this morning. Ah, let's see here. All right. Thought I looked at this a while ago. I don't think we have any news this morning. It looks like we do have a 30-year bond auction here. Oh, 1 o'clock. Right. So another thing for tomorrow that we'll have to be careful with is tomorrow's your FOMC decision on interest rates. So it could just be a choppy day, just anticipating the interest rate decision tomorrow. We also got the initial job claims tomorrow. So just be careful trading the next couple of days. I'm going to probably stay away from funded accounts the rest of the week. Unless we get a really good trending day up or down like yesterday. But I think we're just going to play it safe, stick to the old 90% off Bewleys. So this is where the Bewley counts stand. This is the one I kept winning, losing, winning, losing. This is the one I was being super aggressive with yesterday evening. So that's kind of where we're at now. We're actually kind of down a little bit because we were up almost between $400 and $500 on that account, but we took a couple little good size $100 plus losers yesterday. This account we're up 529, and this one we're up 740. This one I still need to pay for the funded to have it funded. This is my funded account here with Bulinox, and we're sitting at about $700. And with Apex, we're sitting also around 750, I think, on that one. We're also going to probably find some trades for Fast Track today, but if the market is too crappy, that's probably accounts that we'll use. We'll use the old Fast Track there because that's a free account, so it's not going to really matter if something happens with that or not. All right, so let's get our highs and lows marked out. So our highs are sitting at around the 740s. We're at 5 minutes. Insane, guys. Insane. 500, 400-point move overnight. All right, we just want our highs and lows marked out. Let's see what Mr. Adam Manzini has to say for the day. Let's see if he's got some useful information. So far, yesterday he was on fire as far as the support levels go. I don't know about a wild ride. What may make the day hard today, Laura, is the volatility of up and down. So you might think it's going down, but then it whips all back up 20 points. That's what makes it hard. See how we just had this candle whips all up 30 points out of nowhere? That's what makes trading hard right there, because it's uncharacteristic of the move down. It's just like out of nowhere, 30 points up, your account's screwed. Like, we can handle a trend moving down really, really fast. This is what is hard to handle. This type of stuff right here. This is what makes trading hard on volatility days. So we went from just a nice little slow movement down to we just moved up 40 points on a 1 minute candle. Yeah, so that right there is what's going to, just be careful, guys, today, because that's right there is what will wreck your account. Let's check out Mr. Adams' levels today. I don't know how much they're going to be relevant just because of the crazy movement that we had overnight. So, I mean, I don't even think they're going to be in the ballpark, honestly. What are we at? 5,900? Heck no. most of his levels are like in the 8s and 7, the 57s and the 58s. He's got a few marked out for the 59s, but like I said, we had such a big move overnight that, like, I just don't think his levels are going to be key today. He might tweet out something, so we'll have to wait till we listen for some tweets out today. I mean, we have been up this high because this is some previously marked out levels that I've probably done a while back. What do we still got? 2 minutes. All right. So let's see what these levels are. 50. What are we at? 59.36. So 32. All right. So 59.32 is a level. That's kind of where we're starting at, I think. All right. 59.02. Don't have a lot of time left, so try to get some of these levels knocked out real quick. All right, guys, down to the last minute before the market opens. Oh, my goodness. All right, got about 30 seconds left. We got our highs all the way back up at the 730s and our lows all the way down at the 340s. This is so see how we had the whipsaw back down another 30 points. The time we hit there, whip back down 30 points. That's what you got to be careful of, guys. All right, the market's open. A lot of information is going through the market now. New companies that are going to get wealthy during maybe Trump presidency, not maybe what Biden and Kamala supported. I know a lot of the green energy companies were supported heavily through the Biden administration. For Trump, you'll probably see the oil companies flourish just because he renews a lot of the regulations off the oil companies. So you'll see some companies do really good and some companies probably go flat or down. Man, the ES looks like we're just straight dumping. Stop losses are just getting wrecked, guys. You're like, oh, we're going down. Then it flips back up 30 points. uh, for myself, we're definitely just going to be sticking to evals today, guys. All right, so we're getting that nice little move up. So now we just kind of need to see a pullback. Can't just jump in here. I'm going to repeat myself again. Once again, this is how accounts are going to get wrecked. You jump in on that and you have literally a 30-point pullback. Then it'll go back in the direction you're long, probably. I mean, these are massive 1-minute candles. Now, you could probably handle this if you're just using a couple micros, but once you start going in heavy with minis, it's tough. All right, so there's your high up at the 730s. Nice little ripper. So now we just kind of have to wait for a pullback here. And maybe we can get a little bear flag going or a little bull flag, and maybe we can find us an entry here. And talking about some major burns. Ooh, not even a good looking bear flag there, but I like to send 2 or 3 candles, print back maybe like in this direction, drew us a little trend line, and maybe look for a long. But it's a little tougher whenever there's only one candle. It's like to the moon, Alice, to the moon, guys. Damn. We got our 5 minutes here. We got a little 5-minute opening candle here. I haven't really started taking those, but it's just something I've been watching. It's basically where you get the breakout of the what worries me about this is the ES is just struggling to move up. So sometimes whenever you see the NASDAQ kind of has that little movement up first thing in the morning, a lot of times it comes back down because the ES brings it down. So still kind of going to the moon. No really good pullback yet. Man, if the ES goes, you talking about a rocket ship on the freaking NQ. It's going to be insane. Just don't want to get FOMO and jump in here at the top. Whew. About to hit them 20,800s up here. We're about to hit a whole number. Hit the 90s. Most of the time we should get some kind of reaction or pullback out of that area. Oh my goodness. It's just nothing we can do here, guys, without a pullback. So I have the kind of luck if I try to jump in on the FOMO up here, this crap's going to pull back 30, 40 points. We got to have a pullback maybe back into the 60s here. Let's see a few candle pullback, not just a couple. Just couldn't quite get it pushed down there. All right, so maybe this is finally where we'll get those 60s touch. All right, there's that 60 pullback that we were talking about. We even got the pullback back here to the 5-minute opening range here. Ooh. So it looks like it's kind of what I was talking about earlier with the, ES not being able to move up here. Just complete sell off through the EMAs here. Nice bounce right there. Just trying to wait and see if we're going to reclaim that 19, because that's another selling point on the ES. How did that? Ah, dang it! I made a mistake on my account over there. Excuse me. All right. Now we'll come over and focus on this. Fortunately, I'm about to lose like $500 off that freaking account. I don't know. I kind of feel like we're going... we got the 15-minute opening range here that we could sell through. I feel like it's still... I don't know. Might be one of those days where we actually get to sell through the 15-minute. What I like to see is a pullback into this area, then the push back down. Maybe we can finally make a good-looking little bear flag to get short. There's your 15-minute break. Goodness, I cannot stop coughing. All right, so now we're in the macro time. So we already had a good move, but macro time we should probably continue down. Let's see if we sell through this. All right, we did. All right, we sold through the 15-minute. Let's see if we make it down to the VWAP here. We don't always get this kind of sell through here with the VWAP. A lot of times, we'll shoot for 40. Sometimes it's harder for this 15-minute breakout whenever we consolidate around it. All right, let's see if we get a retest. Oh, shoot. We might do 2 micros since we already got our first points. So I was trying to get $400 on this account, but for somehow I ended up with $1,000. So I had to lose $500 on that account because I'm over the percentage. The wrong button. Damn it. I hit the sell ask button instead of the freaking sell market. Oh my goodness. What did that put us up? Actually, we only got $71 for that last trade because the runners didn't pay anything. Yeah, see, we only got 71 out of that last trade. So that's why we were trying to look for a couple more micros to push us over $100. Pop off of that non-EMA. I mean, I hope we at least run these wicks. Then the ES did already. So that's kind of nervousing there since the ES already ran the lows and the NASDAQ didn't quite get these previous. Okay, there it goes. Come on. Oh, son of a bee. I think that thing missed me literally by just a couple points too. Good morning, Andy. We're not in this thing a lot. We're just in it for 2 micros at the moment. So we're in it for 20, 40. So it'll pretty much put us back to break even if we lose this trade. I mean, the NASDAQ has had issues following the ES this morning. See, if we push back up here, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to push these EMAs here. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the beast of the game after we've already retested the 9 once. All right, there comes the non-touch. There we need to see a push down to the previous low of the candle that we just pushed down. Hopefully this will take us out of our one position here. Damn, it still does not just want to go. We don't like to see the bouncing, guys. We just wanted to see it waterfall. Oh, no. I don't know how many opportunities we have to keep bouncing off that 9 because we're making higher highs right now. I mean, we are making a little bear flag. I just don't know how deep of a pullback we'll have to have. Need to clear out this low from over here. Come on. There we go. There we got it. Goodness. That was a battle, guys. What a battle that was. Look at these wicks, man. These things are just wrecking some people's accounts. It's going to be one of those days where we get no runner love here. So I would really like to have that runner 25 handles. That'd have been an extra $50 for us. But so we still could not break that $100 range. So that only puts us up 91. And that was even a tough, brutal trade just with 2 micros. I can't imagine being in these trades for heavy amounts. So we just need to survive this day with low risk without running any of our accounts. Look at that. We only had one more chance before we're going to have to push up into our higher EMAs. So right here, we're probably going to have a push up into the either the 50 or even our 20. And this way, if we're moving lower, this way we bring all of our other EMA moving averages down with it. Oh, goodness. It would be really tough to trade over leverage today, guys. Where, you know, you only got to have a 10, 15 point stop loss. That last stop loss I had was like 23, 24 points. So today is definitely not a day to have those little tight stop losses. You just get wrecked on them, especially if you're over leveraged. Ooh, look at this nice little push back up. Look how big these 1 minute candles are. 40, 20, close to a 30-point 1 minute candle. How's everyone faring this morning? Is it uh-oh. Yes, gets back above those 19s. I think the Bulls can possibly take back over. Man. Get some water. Ah. I mean, if you're still following the ES, I mean, to me, the ES is still bearish as long as we stay below the 200. I like to see if maybe this opening range low is going to hold. I don't know if the runners are going to get anything today, guys. Let's see. Did I at least get over $100? Still. Wow, that's a dirty looking candle. You would think we'd want to push down back down to the bottom to run the bottom of that wick. So far, most of the entries today have just been kind of in and out. I mean, they have got no moves on the runners today. The candles have been so big that it's really even hard to have a good stop loss. Oh, goodness. Man. Man, everything just seems like a trap at the moment. Woo, look at her go now. That 30-point move. Man, these candles are insane. 30-point candle, 40-point candle. Wow, that thing's just still ripping on. I like that we're above the 19 on the ES. That was kind of like a line in the sand for the ES. Just needed to see if it's going to hold here. Bring the ES over here. If we hold the ES, we should continue higher. Probably even back up to our 30s here to retest the 200 moving average. Just watching the ES to see if that 1920 is going to hold. Dude, come on. Take my... Dude, come on. It hit it. The wick did not take out my order, guys. That's such BS. All right. If we can get into the 60s or 70s, we'll probably move our take profit up to 50. That's if our runner gets some love. We took off one runner. What was that for? 17 points. No, yeah, 17 points. We got 10, 17 on the second one. And this one, I don't really have a profit target. We got the highs all the way up here. I just don't think I'm going to have enough depth because the pullback of our EMAs are all the way back here in the 20s. The highs are all the way up at the 800s for this previous move. If we get in the 60s and 70s, we'll just move up to 17. But it's stalling at the moment. Yep. Oh, mo well. All right. So after about 3 trades, we're able to finally get that one count up into the hundreds. We ended up with 170. And it's just keeping small micros. We're trading anywhere between 2, 4 micros. Just, just trying to protect our account today. We don't want it. Today's going to be a tough day trading, guys. And it's not that we're not getting moves. What's making it hard is the size of these candles. That's what's making it tough. I mean, when you're having 30, 40.1 minute candles, it just makes it tough. Wow, look at this breakout, guys. This was what I was hoping I could be a part of. Man, I knew that was going to happen. I said that we'll probably have to pull back into the 20s, but I didn't want to risk any of my profit. So what made me want to take that long is Adam Manzini said 59.19 was our kind of a line in the sand for the bulls. We lost the 59.19, but we recovered it. So we recovered it, found support, then blast off. Man, that was what? Oh, man. My entry was at 33. God, what are we already up 40 points off of that. So nice if anybody was able to stay in that trade. Let's see if we can. All right, we got a new account we're going to break out to trade with, but we just got to wait for a pullback. Got to wait for the pullback. I mean, I feel like definitely want to possibly take out these highs here, but we're super far away from our stuff. So I like to see a pullback into the 60s and 50s. We need a entry. Oh man, is it not going to pull back? I don't really want to jump in either. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, if I jump in this, you're going to have to sit through like headache. So I'm not even going to do it. Not going to do it. We're going to have to wait for a decent pullback. We need a pullback into those 40s. Make us a nice little pretty bull flag here. Man. I feel like that was definitely a nice little setup trade. You had you a nice little pullback. I just did not give it a big enough stop loss. We had another nice little pullback into the 9 EMA. Then a rocket ship about 40 points up, 50 points higher. So if I had the guts to pull the trigger on there at the 70, we'd at least got our 10 points. But like I said, I just feel like you're playing with fire without a pullback. So how's everyone else's trading going this morning? Is everybody keeping their account safe or keeping their losses to a minimum if you are taking losses? Do y'all want to see how hard? Let me see if I can lose $500. I don't know how I made 1,000. Oh, I see what I did. All right. Oh, we hesitated at the 80s, guys. No. Oh, well. I thought once we broke this trend, printed above it, that we would continue higher there. So if we do take a loss here, it's just we're just going to be one and done with the account. We're not going to be over trading today. May even go to break even if we can get above the $85s there, but it's hesitating too bad. All right, we got above the 85s. We're just gonna go to break even just to keep our account safe. It's just I don't feel like I got a good entry. So I had to lose $1,000 on the or $500 on this account, but we're still up $475 for the day. So we accidentally made $1,000 today. All right, nice little bounce there. Still could not get anything off of the freaking runner there, guys. The runners have been tough slaying today. That's okay. Couldn't quite get up there. Was just looking for 5 points. Dude, we hit my freaking take. Look at there. Look how close we were to my take profit. Hit that. There it goes. Ordered filled, guys. That was kind of an all in nothing on that, guys. All in or nothing. So that was a 200-point new. I don't even know why I'm trading these guys, but hey, I have them, so we're going to trade them. So we made $200 because we're trading these accounts fearless. We're trading 2 minis, so $200, 5 points. This accidentally put it on 5 minis, $500. So we're up a total of 1,376. Not really sure how much I got to make to even request a payout with that account, but we're going to keep it going. So we're going to close those accounts down and we'll concentrate on these accounts here. So our profits have been small for most parts on the Bewleys. We're up 170 on the one that we've been trading for the most of the morning on anywhere between 2 to 4 micros. And that last one, we only got $37 because we were only able to clear out one 10-point contract with 2 micros. And our runners didn't capitalize on anything. We're about to have the IBH set. So let me see where the ES is at. We could possibly look for a trade above this IBH. That can be a kind of a scary trade for the one. What are you doing over there, Bear? You gotta quit over leveraging. Today's a tough day to trade, guys. Today is a tough day to trade. You need, if you got small accounts, don't trade over 5 micros. Just get you a little profit, get green today, and switch to a sim account. Today, Bear, is actually a tough day for new traders. I just don't know if we're going to be able to break out of this. I know if I'm going to get burned if I try to take this crap. All right. Oh, it went so quick I couldn't even get anything off of it. It's stalling. It's stalling. Keep it going. I wanted to be in a little bit sooner, but it just popped it so fast, guys, I couldn't get in. No, don't do it. Just give me my first target or second target. Damn it. Dang it. No. Someone poke it with a stick. Come on, man. Dang. We had the pop through. Let's see if we can just get back, find another entry with 2 micros here. Keeping it small, guys. Keeping it small. Let's see if this IBH holds up here. What's up there, Ponzi? How are you doing today? Well, we got a lot of room to the downsides if we're going to crash down. Yeah, there's a long ways down there. We moved up 400 points last night. I don't know. Anytime we usually break this IBH and pull back through, most of the time we'll be stuck below it. That's usually the case. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we can break through. I don't know if we're buying the southbound now, man. Look at all of our EMAs. They're all in order. We're trending upwards. I mean, it'll take a lot to get us knocked off of that. Yeah. Math is hard. We're trying to push above those 800s. Man, was hoping to see a nice little green candle there, pushing above those 06s. Wow. History in the making today. Yeah, it's been a pretty wild morning. This is definitely some tough trading candles. It's candles like this that wreck you. Whenever you got a candle that just pushes down on your 1 minute chart like 30, 40 points out of nowhere, I mean that's tough. I'm gonna see if we can continue lower with this just 2 micros, guys. Right now we're just gonna be risking like $40 on this trade. All right. Oh, that was quick. That was quick. All right. I'll be looking for a bounce here off the 54s. That's why we chose that target there at the 60s. So I was able to push this second account over $100. As you see, guys, we're doing this very, very small today. We're not risking a lot. I'm trying not to risk no more than $40, $50 a trade on these accounts unless we go in the very first trade. I will. The very first trade, I risk $80. So we either get it or we don't get it. And the last couple times we've only been knocking out 40, 50 because our runners don't get anything. A nice little 50 bounce, probably for 10 points. What I like to see is maybe a pullback here. Then maybe we move lower here. Especially since we got these 32s down here. Man, I just can't pull the trigger. Makes me nervous pulling that going into the 50 without that pull back up to the 9 or 20s here. Bear, are you streaming today? I was looking for your stream and I didn't see it. Unless you're on. Come on, Bear. Hope you recorded you have blown up your very first eval so we can get that face oppression. Like, no. It's okay. We all blow our very first eval. And our second, our third, our fourth, and our fifth. And so on. So it's okay. It's all part of the process. All right, so there comes that nice push down to the 30s that we had mentioned, but I could not pull the trigger on it because we did not pull back up into the 20s there like I wanted to. Wanted to see a pullback into our 9 and 21 EMA, then go down and hit this session mid here. But looks like we went there a little early. That was a 30-point candle. Whew. Wrecking some folks if you were long. Oh, you feel like Bitcoin's going to go down some? Let's see what we're bouncing off here. That was your 15-minute candle. No, that was our 5-minute candle. 15 minutes right here, I think, with the hour. Oh, damn it. Don't tell me the 50 is going to hold. We thought we would get another push to retest. Another retest of down there. I don't like how long it's taking to push. Might come back and stop us out. That's okay. We'll take that stop out any day. It's just hesitating. It was just taking way too long. On my shorts, I like them from to go. I hate when shorts sit there and just hesitate. And it still may go. We were thinking maybe we would retest this area here at the 32s. That's kind of what the, I guess, idea of that was. Oh, you're like, fudge. Oh. Oh, goodness. I think that would have been my 10 points. Looks like we were shooting for 45, but we still wouldn't have got anything on the runners. I mean, if we sell through these 32s, I mean, the target down is going to be the 29s and the 13s here. Good morning, Outer. So this is kind of where we're at this morning. We're 169 on one account, 105. We're down $3 on this account because we tried to take a trade and we didn't like the short, so we got out. And so right now, no funded account trades today. We're still just kind of waiting to get through this crazy price action. Hopefully starting next Monday, price action will get back to a little normal. Man, if we lose that 19 there. ES is back testing that 59.19 again. Just one trade win. Nice. Ooh. Damn it. Oh, I got faked out by that. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Come on. Oh, shoot. I might have been faked out by the freaking loss of the 19 on the ES. There we go. Come on. I need us to lose that 19. If we can't lose the 19, we're moving back up, guys. Yeah, that'll be a pretty big loss. More loss than I would like to lose, but looks like it's going to happen. Oh, yeah. Freaking ES held that 19. I was... yeah. The ES, that cost us 160. More than I really like, but I had to have a bigger stop loss. Kind of got faked out on this, losing that one. Kind of got faked out trying to lose that, whatchamacallit. I know. We're hoping for the little elevator downtown. All right, we're in the macro time here. Yeah. Whew. I feel like we caught that trade on the... No! On the wrong account. Son of a bitch. Sorry, excuse my language. Son of a bee. So this was the trade we're kind of looking for a while ago. We sold below that 19 level. Yeah. Just watching the 19, see if we could take a trade off of this. Oh, I don't know why it did that. Oh. Well, not really sure. Where's the tree? Damn it. Wanted to... I don't know why that wouldn't let me enter that crap. La la la. Man. I hate that 200 there. Might have got... I tried to get in that freaking trade earlier. You just longed. Where'd you long at, Outer? Seven twelves. Oh. Nice. You're already up a little bit. Right now, we're just trying to add to our profit, just with a couple micros here. I think right now we're just looking to see if that 19 is going to hold up on the ES. Thought we would maybe clear out these wicks. We're just in this for 2 micros also, guys. So we're not really risking a lot. We're just trying to pick up 10 points here and there. We're just kind of playing in between the EMAs. If we lose the 19 here, more likely we will be moving higher here. This is the line in this. Oh, shoot. That's. Might have to change the bias here. All right. All right. So we got back above that freaking. Oh, don't tell me it's just going to go up there and retest and then move back down. So we're just going to wait till we get above the 19 on the ES. Then we'll look for long. Ooh, look at it. The 19 rejected. Come on. Let's get through this thing. Here we are. We're at the 19. This is the area of interest that we're watching here. Damn it. That was kind of what I was looking for a while ago when I took my short. But it pushed through a little bit and got us. I thought we would push up, hit the 19, retest the 14s, then get a push through the 19. Kind of like the same little trade here where we pushed up, tested it, pushed down, retest the 14, VWAP, then push back up through. So, oh my goodness. I mean, we did get back in the green by like 50 bucks, but I was trying to at least get over $100 if I can. So I tried to take a trade on the minis over here on my eval, one that I was down earlier and I took it on the wrong one. We ended up taking on this one. So it kind of put us up a lot because we were looking for just 20 ticks with minis. That's usually, if I do minis, I look for 20 ticks. That's all. It's usually fairly easy to find 20 tick moves, but it's still borderline gambling because all it takes is one bad trade to wreck your day. No. This was the short we wanted right here. Just for 10 points. That was it. Just looking for a short for 10 points. Man. I mean, we got this wick all the way down at the lows. And we got Ponzi over there with the little things clicking like we're going down, going down, going down. He's hitting it with the stick. He's over there poking it like go. I mean, we're up over 400 points over last night. God, I hate getting... It's like, man, I want to get short so bad right here. But I don't like getting short so far away from the EMAs. Oh, well, we're going to do it anyway. Might not get anything. We want to break even fairly quick on that, guys, just because we're so far away from the EMAs. We're at this opening range high here. Nope. It's going to come back. Oh, well. We just got to take the L on that one, guys. I thought once we got below that opening range high that we would stay below it. See what I mean by I hate trades that were so far away from our EMAs up here? All right, so that kind of put us back in the hole, 33 bucks. So right now, just kind of going back and forth with this account. Man, what a bounce off that freaking non-EMA here. We're also in that 10-minute macro. So it looks like the ES wants to reclaim the I want to see if we can maybe push up to the 20 here. We'll go to break even fairly quick to you guys. I couldn't get it moved down. I was hoping that we'd get that 20 touch, and we did get the 20 touch. I just couldn't get my first target pushed there in time. As you guys can see, we're being overly cautious at the moment. It's just because we're just kind of whipsawing back and forth. Don't know if I'm quite buying the shorts yet. I'd like to see this area hold, kind of push down a little bit, then a push back up. Yeah, don't look like it's going to make it up. I thought maybe we'd retest the 20s again. That's going to stop us out because the wick has to be down to here. All right, so we're definitely being pretty aggressive over here. I'm not really sure what happened there. Oh, it's like not really sure what that was. Yeah, there's that push up we were kind of looking for here. Was hoping we get another little push up to retest those 19s, but just couldn't hold it long enough. So we were just in that long one. Want to move too early on that last long, guys. Hit that 19. I'm just trying to see if we can get through these 19s here. All right, so we got back above that 19. So here's where we're looking for that 19 to hold up for us. You're at break even. Yeah, I forgot you were still in your long. You got a good position in outer if you got in at the 12. We're just mainly scalping. We're risking some of our green here just to add on to our account. Man, I hate that we hesitated. We just ran into the 200. If we can push these 200s, we should go up a good bit here. We just got to get through the 200 EMA here. As soon as I saw us getting back above that 19, I was liking the long here. Man, I was trying to get another 20 points off of this trade. Our entry's 52. Hopefully our entry can hold up a few pullbacks. It might not hold off with a higher entry or higher sell off up at the 800s, but I'm thinking maybe we can at least get the 72. All right. Uh, Nice trade, Outer. How much profit did you take off that? Did you take pretty good profit off that? Oh, goodness. You're still holding your long? Wrong chat, Andy. Getting a nice little pullback here. Yeah, I know. I was listening to, so I knew that's what you were talking about. Sexy little pullback here, guys. Sexy. Let's see. Unfortunately, we got our 20 moving average all the way back down at the session mid, where moving average really needs to be above this 50. 50. We don't really have a good looking trend as far as our moving averages go. Whew. Nice little bounce off of the almost the 200 moving average there. And that was a bounce off of that 19. So we're retesting the 19 again. If we lose that 19, it could possibly be downtown again. I think a while ago I got faked out by that because I thought we were about to break down, and we freaking below that 19, and we just retested it to pop back up. But if you're looking at the 1 minute, the ES and NASDAQ are still out of sync. So on the ES, I'd be looking for shorts because we're below the 200, where the NASDAQ we're above the 200. So they're still, to me, off. Like their moving averages are off. And you want them to be synced in, where they're both kind of moving in the same direction. Oh goodness. Man, are we gonna? Well, we're breaking out that trend there. See if we can get above the 50 here. This is also just with 2 micros, guys. So right now we're just risking $40 per trade. Yeah, it's taking too long to move. Don't like to see the hesitation. If I start seeing it hesitated around 7 or 8 points, I'll just go to break even, just so it doesn't pull back on us. Especially that first initial 10 points. I mean, 10 points on the NASDAQ should go quick. It shouldn't be sitting there sputtering. Where am I at? 50. Thing is still sputtering around here. All right. Need to see the ES crash above those 200 moving averages. That way we can continue higher. This way we can kind of get both charts moving in the same direction. If I hit 80, I'll go to 60. That way we don't give up all of our points if we're up 20 points. Actually, we'll just... Didn't quite get the 80. Yeah, that was a nice pullback off the 200. Also, I was also looking at the ES off of that 59.19. It held too. So once that held and we started moving up, just can't get above the 80s here. Is there something going on at the 80s that I don't see? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of support over here at the 80s where we bounced earlier. Right there, like 82s. So it's gonna take a little bit to get through those 80s if we're gonna move higher. If we do get through them, it's gonna be like a rocket ship, hopefully. Oh, there's a breaker right there. Shoot. Oh, well. We're just going to go to 60. Or actually, we'll go right below, at least break even. Actually, we'll just keep it at break even. Oh, never mind. We're getting through there. Come on. It's trying. If we get through them 81s. Come on, let me get the rocket ship up to the IBH. All right, I said if we got to the 80s, I will go to the 60s. That'll be 10 points. So this way we're not giving back. I know. That freaking area held. Come on, kick it down. Really have not got any big moves off my runners today, guys. Most of my runners have really gotten anything. They've all been pulled back into today. And what sucks if this pulls back, this is like basically what, giving up $40. We're up 20 from our stop loss. Yeah, we had some nice trades today. The only problem today, Outer, is the big candles. It's so hard to have a normal stop loss whenever your 1 minute candles are like 20 point long, 20 point candles. That's what makes it hard. To me, that's what makes it hard. Because look, this candle started at about the 48. It went all the way up to the 65. So almost a 20 point candle. So these 20 point candles are kind of tough. If we can get above 85, I may even go to 80 just because we're struggling so bad to get through this area. I don't want to give up all this profit. All right. So we're just going to risk 10 points. We'll either get the 10 points or it'll just come back and hit us at the 80. But that'll still be a 30-point move on the runner. The reason why I didn't choose to go higher is because we always have some kind of reaction between the 90 and the whole number at the 800. Not just the 800, but anytime between the 90 and the whole number, we always have like some kind of pullback or a battle. So I didn't want to sit through that battle any longer. So that's why I chose 90 as my take profit area. And plus the high's only at the 20. So we have paper handed a lot of trades today. You've probably noticed that where I go to break even fairly fast. And like I said, that's because of the large candles. So we're up actually a lot on this account because we accidentally, I tried to take a mini trade on an account over here and I took it on the wrong one. So we're up a crap load on this one. So that's why we're going to probably continue trading this account because we have a lot of profit we can risk. What do we need if we did what? 10 points, 3 minis? It'll put us over the threshold if we were brave enough to try that. So look at there. That was a nice little take profit area. So look, we already pulled back 20 points pretty much off of this initial whole number here. So this is why I try not to really take profit in between 90 and the whole number, just because of this. I mean, this is a nice looking pullback setup. I mean, this is possibly setting up for another long. I mean, you can almost probably draw you another little bull flag out and I mean, it's the first pullback. All of your EMAs are in order right now. You got your 200, your 100, 50, 21, and 9. So it's all in a nice trend here. So let's see. I want to use sometimes whenever I take these breakouts, a lot of times I don't use the trend line. I'll just use the previous candle. So as soon as we got above this candle here, I would have got long here. And my stop loss would have been here. And we would have been looking for the first initial points. So if we don't get to the 95s, you know, you want to at least get your 10 points. Then look for a runner. But like I said, I don't like taking trades between the 90 and the 100. So that's why we just kind of stay away from them. Or, I mean, if you're good enough to get your trades low enough where the bounce is off of the 9. So, But I'm not. I suck at that sometimes. I wish I was a little bit better, but I have a hard time just clicking in. So there's at least your 10 points. It would at least gave you 10 points. You'd have been at break even. This is the way I would have played it. I would have got my 10 points, go to break even, and either I'd probably take first target here, then probably second target the high up here at the 20s. Just to see if we run those highs again. Outer, so was that your second winning trade this morning since you took that second one? All right, so this is where we're sitting at those accounts. I'm only up big on this one account because I did take one trade with the minis this morning for 20. I did 20 ticks with a runner. So I think I made like $300-400 off one trade. Then I tried to do another mini trade and I accidentally forgot to change to a different account. And so that's how I accidentally traded this one twice. And didn't mean to. So like I said, we're staying away from fundeds today. We're going to probably just wait till Monday to go back to our funded accounts. I just don't want to ruin my funded on these choppy days because of the election. Plus we have the Fed's decision tomorrow. So between today and tomorrow, we can have some pretty crazy movements. Wow, that's a pretty nice trade if you stayed in that for 25 minutes almost. It's pretty good. So here comes our IBH. Man, are we going to get the IBH? We're just so high up to really take this IBH. We had a fake breakout. Remember a while ago, I tried to take this. I got my 10 points, but the runner was a dud. You're in heavy? Is that what you're saying, Aaron? Are you just talking about the candles? Oh. Well, hopefully you at least got your entries close to those your moving averages. Don't want to get too far away from your moving averages, man, because we always got to pull back and test those things. Where was your entry and what's your profit target? Unless you're focused on your trade right now. Oh, you're miles away? Ready for the reversal setup. Okay, so 688 was your entry. Really not a bad entry. I mean, you at least would have got your 10 points. I'm not sure how you're taking your trades, but I guess that was really not a bad because, I mean, if you got back on that trend line pull there. You just, I'm pretty sure something similar to that where it pulled back, then hopped in. You would at least, actually it went up almost 20 points from there. Yeah. The pullbacks. Those if you want to learn to do the pullbacks, you got the Patrick Willard over there. You can go pay $200 and he'll show you the same exact thing right here. Get you a little pullback, draw you a trend line. We get above that trend line, then go ahead and pop all you an entry. Actually, that's not a good one here. This was the better one here. This is the one that you want to take right here. This is the better of the one. This is a really good pullback here. This is the kind of trend line you want to see where you got 4, 5, 6 candles, have you a nice bull flag going here. This was the butter spot right here. We moved down. We touched the freaking 200. Actually, I think this was the one we got in on. We had 40 points off of that. Yeah. This was the $200. You can learn to do this. Pull back more than 3 or 4 candles, draw your bull flag. Not saying they work 100% of the time, but whenever you got good volatility, the bull flags and the bear flags will be paying the bills. And super simple. Like kind of Outer says, they do get a little bit more risky if you will pull your Fibonacci and just kind of see where you're at in premium. So right here is probably high premium. So if you kind of go back and look at this, did I pull that from the wrong way? I did. Let's see. Did I pull that? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Okay. Started up here. No. Well, I don't have an uncle that trades, Gabriel. I've never even heard of Terry. So as you can see, the higher we're up in premium, the worse the pullbacks are. So you definitely want to have your pullback on the the lower side of your Fibonacci if you're pulling Fibonacci's. The same thing if you're following Methodical Man, he talks about that too. As far as whenever you take those failed inverse trades, you don't want to be taking those inverse trades higher up into your Fibonacci where you're looking for the pullback. You want it to be low, about the same place that you're looking for the pullback. What Tori trades in her trend lines? Yeah, but she does that on a larger time frame. I don't know if I don't have the patience for those higher time frames where you're looking at the daily and the hour, looking for those trades you hold for a week. Because we're trading prop firms. None of our prop firms will let us hold trades that long. What's up, Angel? How have you been lately? We're good. We're still just on the grind. we finally got a couple payouts, but I don't know if we'll get paid our money though. So we were finally able to break over into some of that prop firm cash, but like I said, they denied my one payout and another payout. I'm just still waiting, which like I said, I don't know if I'll get the money. So now we're just kind of back grinding on the Apex and Bulenox to hopefully get to their payouts. We're about halfway there. I think we're going to end up doing the $500 payouts with Apex because you can't empty out the account like you used to. So we're just going to do it where you get to $1,600. And what's up, Charles? And then just take out $500, then just start up again and keep the account. Then we're also trading profit trade, but somehow I hit the X on my chart yesterday, and I was having a hard time getting it back up this morning because I wanted to take a trade on profit trade today. Did you trade any of the overnight move or this morning? We've had some pretty crazy price action, especially from overnight. I almost wish I was trading it last night because I sit there and watched it. I watched several different streamers. But man, we had like a 400-point move up last night during the election time. Look at where our lows are at. They're all the way back down at the 317s. Went all the way up to the 734s this morning. Okay. Is that a 50K, Charles? So you just got to, what? Yeah, you got to make. Yeah, you got to make 3K, right? On the 50Ks? Okay. Nice. Yeah, I passed my 50K on Bulenox last week, so it's just been kind of just sitting here. This one here. I traded it for 9 days. So we traded it for a while. I just haven't paid the activation fee for it yet. I was trying to wait. We're probably going to do that next week or this weekend or something because I haven't submitted it for a payout yet. What do I got? $68 on that. Let me see. Let me flip it a day. I just don't want them to be inactive my account. They do that sometimes, I think. All right. We just went ahead and flip that a day. That'll give it 10 days trading. I do have Apex. We can look for no, yeah, because I didn't trade Apex this morning. We strictly traded Bulenox only. Haven't really blown any evals in a while. So we do have, the last time I blew evals was probably with Apex. I have a 2 on here that's under the threshold here. Yeah, so I blew 2 evals with Apex last month. I don't remember the date. I know it was early October, though. So these are the accounts that we're trading with Apex. So this is the one we are passed on. Like I said, I just got to pay the activation fee on this one. And these are the two evals we're trading here. We're up $700 on about each. So we're about halfway there to finishing those. But I do got two blown evals from last month. I was holding on to them just because I know Apex is 80%. Sometimes it goes off and they have it at 50%. And that's kind of pricey for eval when they're at 50%. Makes them like 70 bucks. London closed session, the macro time. So that would have been my next target if you are trying to get long up here into premium. But your IBH would have been one target. Then if I was still had a runner, I would target probably 820s. So, and that'll just be right below the top of that wick. Oh. I feel like we're going to have to be patient for another entry. I think we'll have to wait just because we're moving into the lunch hour at 12. And this is kind of where we slow down at. Oh. To me, it just seems like this time of the day, the macro candle does not offer a big move. It's either this one or the one closer to 1. Those two are horrible. Don't usually get big breakouts. I have to look at that next time. Oh yeah, they're gonna take all the money they can before they crash it. They haven't really been honest with us with all the numbers and stuff for the last couple years between the job numbers. They just give us the numbers that everybody wants to hear to make it sound pretty. God, my throat is so irritated today, guys. I never got an email like that. I guess maybe because I was already over the $100 bear. Where did you when did you blow up your eval, bear? Was that last night or this morning? I thought you said you got that back to break even. How did you lose another $3,000? Did you go in with like 20, 30 micros again? Or are you over there deep into the minis? I told you to stay away from the minis. Those minis will get you. Three or four minis trading, lose 10 points, lose 20 points, you're finished. So, guys, we'll give it a few more minutes to move around. If not, we'll probably just take a break and come back for power hour. We don't want to sit over here and end up FOMOing into these trades. So this is the worst time to me to trade this time of the day. Not a lot of good follow through. We're high up into premium right now. So you're going to have a decent pullback to even get a entry. Man, sorry about that. We're having a crazy weather change here where it's going from 70 to 80s to 40s. Hot in the evening. Kind of cold. Yeah, I know. Whew, I'm struggling to even talk over here. Man, I sound like a smoker over here. Whew, I don't even smoke, and my throat's super irritated. Like I'm got the making my voice a little deeper. Oh, you did it this morning, Bear? Now, you weren't. Oh, I don't know if I can do the electrical blanket there, Gabriel. I get too hot for the electrical blanket. Oh, wow. You're still holding this outer? Oh, yeah, definitely. I think my top target probably would have been those 800s up there. Since you said you got in around the 12s, I mean, that's what, 60, 70 points. That's a banger trade there. How many contracts did you go in on that outer? Oh, you're waiting for 2 legs, 1 micro. Oh, okay. See, I thought maybe you were entering with like 2 micros or something. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna take a break for a little while. So, like I said, we don't sit here and FOMO into any trades, but we will be back for this evening. That's really the best way outer. Usually, if you're sitting here over leveraging, you'll blow your account up fairly quick. I mean, most of the time, that's how I end up blowing my account. It's not by doing my normal trading. It's whenever I go over here and over leverage my account is how I usually end up blowing my stuff. Like that's is how these got blown from me over leveraging. So. But that was really the only 2 accounts, or I think I had maybe 4 blown accounts last month. I think I had 2 on Apex and probably either 1 or 2 on Beulah Knox. Woo. All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back for Power Hour. Be on the watch out for that possible 50% pullback during the lunch hours, because sometimes we do get that move. I'm not how often it happens. Let's see here. Let me see the opening. So the opening was here. Right? 8:30. No, right here. Unless that was the 50%. This might have been the 50% pullback already. I mean, that's kind of early. So usually this is kind of what happens during our lunch hour, where you get that 50 to 60% pullback. All right, guys, we will